Welcome back. I know this series is not easy. I know this is probably difficult to watch as we talk about manipulation and about cult versus religion, about many other topics. I know this is not easy to go through. I know that it probably is emotionally draining, takes a toll on you to watch, to listen, to comment. I get it. I do. I hope it's helpful, though, and encouraging at some level. So, we've been talking about manipulation. And I want to jump into the next one. We talked about ministry on the last one. This one's about exhaustion. But before we get into that, there is something I want to mention too, is that if you are watching this, first of all, feel free to speed it up. There's an option in YouTube to speed up my voice and my speaking so that you can watch this quicker. Do that, please. I know I'm long-winded. I try to keep it to 5 minutes, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. So speed it up. Secondly, if you're watching this and you are a former member of the Academy of Arts or a cult in general, and you want to speak to somebody, please reach out to one of us. My contact information is going to be in the description of this video. Feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to talk anytime. You can also reach out to the administrator of the Exiting AOA Instagram page as well, and that link will be in there as well. And then if you really want to stay anonymous, you don't want anybody to know your name or anything like that, which is totally fine, there will be an anonymous link or a link there for an anonymous form as well. So please reach out to one of us. Thirdly, if you are a current member of the Academy of Arts, whether staff, leadership, team, or a student there, or an apprentice, or whatever your role is there, and you want to talk to me, please reach out. My door is always open, and I'm happy to chat for sure. Let's jump in quickly to how they use exhaustion for manipulation purposes. So, this is from my own experience. I spent a lot of time there at the theater as well as on the road, and it was a constant state of exhaustion, constantly. We were always moving to one thing, always doing something different, always working on something new, and there was never enough time to do it. And I think a lot of those times that those deadlines were arbitrarily set to push us to get things done at a quicker pace. There was even things stated like, we've done so much with so little for so long, we can do everything with nothing in no time flat. And you may be triggered by that statement, and I apologize if that happens, but that's something that stuck with me for my entire life so far. But they use that exhaustion. So you're always tired. Part of that too is you're never clear thinking. So it's easy to make mistakes. It's easy to overlook things, to not recognize what's happening, but it keeps you in a place of exhaustion, and that is never replenished. You don't get a weekend to recover. You don't get holidays to recover. You don't get times off. It doesn't happen. The evenings are not filled with rest. The evenings are filled with work and more things to do. All of us, when we're tired, we're quicker to snap over the smallest things, which then proves that we're in high emotional state, right? That gives the ability for us to gaslight ourselves and to question whether we're actually reacting properly to something that happened or if we're just overreacting because we're at this point, the high level of just survival mode with our exhaustion or our emotions. And it also gives the opportunity for leadership team to say that you're overreacting for something because now you're tired, you have high emotions. So you're overreacting. You need to calm down. That is pure manipulation right there. And then the last piece of this that has to do with the exhaustion is the requiring of yourself to save any energy you do have for work, right? You don't have energy to put out there for going rock climbing or hanging out with friends or going on a day trip. Those things don't exist because the only energy that you do have, the very little that you possess, must be saved so that you can fulfill your role there at the organization and that the production will go off without a hitch or whatever it may be, right? It's all for that purpose. This is a subtle one, and I don't know that this is always something that is directly brought out and intentional, but this is a byproduct of manipulation. This is an opportunity for manipulation. It's not just the way things work. If you were to go to any other industry, any other organization, any other job, there are limitations to how much you can work and how much you do work. That is never placed at the Academy of Arts. It is always just go and get it done. Work till it's done. We'll sleep when we're done. I hope this is helpful for you. Again, if you have any questions, well, I hope this is helpful and encouraging. And if you have any questions or you want to reach out to one of us, please contact one of us. Otherwise, I'll look forward to seeing you in our next video, which is going to be about manipulation through internal community. See you guys next time.